Record keeping. We are going into record keeping. Record keeping is very, very, very important. Many farmers are selling at a loss because they don't actually know how much they have put into the business. Some are not recording properly, so they don't really know how much exactly they are supposed to sell their birds. They are selling at a loss and they're going home happy. Meanwhile, they are shortchanging themselves. So we want to look at record keeping and how we can keep proper records for our business. Now, there are two types of records, types of poultry record. We have number one, production record. Number two, financial records. And if you are a very, very meticulous farmer, you could add number three, sales record. If you are one who is interested in who are my customers, let me follow up with my customers. Sales record will help you follow up. This is who bought from me. This is the quantity. This is the type of product it prefers. It also saves you a lot of stress in the future in case issues arise. But in this teaching, we'll be looking at just two, production record and financial records. Now, for production records, you are interested in about six items. Number one, you are interested in the date your birds came in and what happens on each date. You are interested in your stock. How many chickens do you have per time? If on Monday you had 300 birds, on Saturday, how many are remaining? So you need to know your stock. You're interested in stock. You're also interested in the feed consumed by your birds. You are interested in the drugs administered. You are interested in other management practices carried out on your birds. Management practices involve issues like we gave vaccine, we gave fowl-pox vaccine, Lasota Gumboro, we did debeaking, or we carried out any of these management practices. We changed the floor, that is the wood shavings, we pack everything out. All of these management practices are things you should note down. We change their feed from starter to finisher. These are management practices you could note down. There is also mortalities. We're interested in mortalities. The number of mortalities we have on our farm. All of these are important. There are 6 of them. So these are the 6 things we'll be putting down into our production records. Now for our financial records, we are interested in basically the date transactions were carried out. We are interested in the quantity of items bought. We're interested in the unit price of items. We're interested in the amount paid. We're also interested in purpose of the purchase. Purchase purpose is another thing we need. And then we're interested in total expenditure. Right? So these are the items we're interested in financial records. How much we have spent, what when did we spend it, what did we spend it on, the amount we spent, the unit price of that amount, and the quantity we also bought. So these are the things we're interested in knowing. I'll be showing you my own book, my production book, and explaining how I take my records so you can also follow with me. All right, so this is a sheet showing my production records. It captures all the 6 items of interest that we have. Demonstration batch production records is shown here. The name of the farm is at the corner here, Vertex Farm, which is what I've stocked. The first item here, first column here is date, then followed by day. date followed by day, day 1, day 2, 18th of March 2025 is the date, day 1, 19th of March, day 2, like that downwards. Opening stock, we started with 10 birds, 10-day-old chicks. The average weight of each bird is 41 grams. The feed consumed, at the end of the day, we'll write down the total quantity of feed the birds consumed. Then feed drug administered is the next column. We administer glucose. Tomorrow we'll be starting with our brooding drug, but glucose was administered today. Our management activities, we just settled the birds into the brooding room. That is the thing we did today, nothing more. The number of mortalities, if there are any, we'll write it down in this column. Our closing stock, we started with 10 in the morning. If we had 2 mortalities during the day, our closing stock will be 8. So tomorrow morning when we come, our opening stock will be 8 because we close with 8. No one died in the night, so we have 8 opening stock. We take down all of that again. If there are mortalities under this section for comment and observation, we will write the cause of the mortality and what we observed. So if a vet doctor comes to your farm, the comments and observation will show him exactly what you have been noticing on your farm. The feed consumption chart or flow will also show him if the birds are eating well or if the feed consumption is dropping as time goes on. So this is our demonstration production record, and these are the headings we have. I think they capture everything we need to know. Now let's go to the financial records, financial demonstration records for our demonstration batch. Our birds came in on the 18th of March 2025. The first column is serial number, followed by the date the expenditure was done. Our birds came in on the 18th. That is when we are recording it. But we started making expenses for this batch from 17th. So our date starts 17th, yesterday. The item was day-old chicks. Description, Vetters broilers, quantity 10. Unit price 600. So the amount we have spent for this item is 600, the unit price, times the number of quantity we bought, 10, making it 6,000 naira. The cumulative is total from beginning, 6,000 is our cumulative. On the same 17th, we bought our starter feed. Description, breedware, 1 kg at the rate of 1,500. Quite expensive. We bought it just at a shop by the side for this purpose. So we bought it at 1.5, 1 kg, the amount is 1.5. Cumulative now is 7.5. 7.5 is 6,000 plus 1.5, making it 7.5. So that as we add our cumulative, at the end, the last value we get is our total. That is why we need cumulative here. We don't have to start calculating each one again. We keep adding every day. At each point in time, we know how much we have spent so far up till that point without calculating. So this is it: date, item, description, quantity, unit price, amount, and cumulative. This financial record captures everything you need to know. At the end of production, if we have spent, say, 50,000 naira to raise 10 birds, so we know that each bird cost us 50,000 divided by 10, which is 500 naira. Or 5,000 naira, thank you, which is 5,000 naira for each bed. That is how the calculation is done. If we got 100,000 as our total for 10 beds, we know we have spent 10,000 naira for each bed. Now, if we lost 2 beds in the course of production and we are left with 8, and our total is 50,000 naira, we say 50,000 divided by 8 beds to give us our cost of production for the living beds. So with that production, you can now set your price. Okay, I spent 5,000 naira to produce one bed. I can sell for 6,000 or 6,500 or even 7,000. So this is it for record keeping. Please, all farmers, let's keep good records and usable records at all time. Thank you.